Hi, I am John Robert C. Catabay, a grade 10 student from Malate Catholic School. Today, I will talk about climate change and how humans can affect our climate. Human activities affect the state of our climate. As we all know, climate change is a global problem today. The continuing change in climate across the world is posing threat to our environment and society as a whole. We humans are the only one Mother Earth can rely on to fix her. Yet, we are doing the opposite of everything, destroying the environment, burning fossil fuels, polluting the air, and every other little thing. Humans impact our environment, and humans are the major cause of the continuous changes in climate around the world. Human activities contribute to climate change. We are all aware that humans are the primary reason we see our climate changing today. We cut down forests, we pollute the air, we burn fossil fuels, and we emit different greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which causes greenhouse effect. Studies tell that greenhouse gases are still essential for human survival. The Earth would not shelter life if greenhouse gases did not contribute to heat up our atmosphere. But the problem is that human activities release too much greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which causes global warming and climate change. Life and biodiversity are being taken away, yet we are still not taking enough actions to stop this problem. But even though we are still aware that we are currently experiencing global warming and climate change, we still continue to perform these things. Because of the continuous human activities, global warming and climate change is posing a serious threat in our environment, in our society. According to Union of Concerned Scientists or UCS, the continuous warming of the atmosphere is primarily caused by human activities releasing too much carbon in the atmosphere when we burn coal, oil, and gas or burn forests. As we continue to burn fossil fuels to operate cars and generate electricity, more and more carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. Thus, it traps a lot of heat in the atmosphere, which causes global warming. Another factor that contributes to climate change and global warming is the emission of chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, into the atmosphere. By using aerosol cans, air conditioners, and refrigerators, CFCs are being released into the atmosphere, which causes the depletion of the ozone layer. Yes, even simple things can cause damages in our planet, and it can also aggravate climate change. The more we pollute the air, the more the state of our climate gets worse. So if we will not act now, then we will continue to suffer under Mother Earth's fury. Climate change and global warming cause a lot of things. Hotter temperatures are the only fingerprint mankind have left on our changing planet. The continuous rising of sea levels, more extreme weathers, the melting of glaciers, extreme drought, and deadly heat waves. In fact, we can also consider these things as the effects of human activities in our planet. This also includes the changes in patterns of precipitation, more frequent and stronger typhoons, and a lot more. These things serve as wake-up call for us humans. We should be afraid knowing that this is only the beginning of an end. What end? End of life here on Earth. If we will not change the way we treat our planet, 500 to 1,000 years from now, life on Earth might be completely different. We might never experience cold temperatures anymore. We might suffer in scorching heat, and our environment might be completely different. In fact, due to the ongoing climate change and global warming, the average temperature on Earth has increased by about 0.8 degrees Celsius or 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit since 1880, according to the temperature analysis conducted by scientists at NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies. Based from my research, here in the Philippines, from 2009 to 2018, the temperature is increasing by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius per year. Typhoons are also occurring more frequent and stronger than ever. In fact, in the last 18 years, 10 super typhoons hit the Philippines. This is because of the ongoing global warming and climate change caused by our narcissistic actions. I am afraid to say that according to NASA, climate change will continue through this century and beyond. So if it will not change, I assure you that the rest will be history. As our planet is changing, we also need to change. Yes, we must adapt to the changing climate of our planet. We must also mitigate climate change by avoiding human activities that can aggravate climate change. I strongly recommend that instead of using fossil fuels, use renewable energy from renewable energy sources. We should also stop deforestation because trees help in mitigating climate change and global warming by absorbing the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. By doing these things, we can somehow reduce the effects of climate change, and we can also slow down the continuing change in our climate. We must also educate ourselves about the causes and effects of climate change and how humans aggravate this problem. We can use the principles of the ideal gas law and Charles' law for us to understand more what is happening and for us to make changes out of it. Through the principles of Charles' law, we can understand that as the volume occupied by greenhouse gases and air pollutants released from human activities in our atmosphere increases, the temperature of the earth also increases. And in the principles of the ideal gas law, we can understand that as the pressure or volume occupied by greenhouse gases and the number of particles of greenhouse gases and air pollutants keeps on increasing, the temperature of our planet also keeps on increasing. It is important to apply science for us to understand why such things occur. All in all, I can really say that human activities are really horrible for our environment, especially for our climate. I strongly believe that human activities is slowly killing our planet. Climate change is slowly limiting our lives. We must act now and change the way we do things, spread awareness, and inform everyone about the ongoing climate change, and tell them what they can do to help Mother Earth. Let us work together to mitigate climate change and to save our planet. We only have one life. We only have one Earth. And we must have this one common goal. It is to save our planet. According to some scientists, we only have 18 months left to save our planet before the irreversible things happen. The clock is ticking. A day spent doing nothing to save our planet is another day less in the lives of our future generations.